Welcome back to Supergrads Cat. In this video, we are going to talk about some B schools in the country that you can apply for based on your past academics and your CAT percentile. Now, before I begin, you need to understand some things or you need to understand a few points. The very first point would be here we are talking about the B schools that you can apply for. We are not talking about the B schools that after scoring a certain percentage and having the or seeing the past academic records, these are the colleges where you can get a call from. So here we're just talking about the targeted colleges that you can target based on these particular criteria. Just two criteria, that is your CAT percentile and your past academic records. The other thing that you need to understand is that this list is not an exhaustive list. Fine, because there are n number of B schools in the country. These are certain B schools that we have picked up and we are going to talk about them. The third thing that you need to understand is that in this list, you will not find any of the IMs. Why you're not going to find any of the IMs? Because you've already applied for all the IMs. How have you applied for all the IMs? You've already filled your CAT form. So filling the CAT form means that you have already applied for all the IMs. What I have done here in the video is that I have taken certain brackets of the percentile and I've written down the names of the colleges that you can apply for. And while I'll be telling you about the colleges, I'll tell you that which are the colleges that are going to pay heed to your academic score more and which are the ones that you can apply for even if you have average and above average percentage or if you scored above average in your 10th, 12th and graduation. So let's begin. The very first bracket that we are going to talk about is 98 plus percentile. Now this can be 99 plus as well because understand this thing that there are always exceptions in the scenario because the colleges when they call the B schools when they give you calls for PI and GDPI and VAT, they take care of the other criteria as well. And so not only these two, not only your CAT percentile and your past academy, there are other things also that are taken care of. So here, when I talk about the 98 plus percentile, the two colleges that stand out are FMS that has a wonderful ROI, return on investment for the students and the candidates that aspire to get into FMS, and SJSOM. When I say SJSOM, it is nothing but the IIT Bombay. So two things to be noted over here is that IIT Bombay is only open for the engineers. It is not open for the non-engineers. But the engineers should be happy to know that SJSOM is not going to give you much heed to your past academic records. So even if you have above average or average academics in your 10th, 12th, and graduation, you can always apply for or you can always target SJSOM. So when I say average and above average, here I'm not talking about 75 plus. So even a 75 plus in all the three or one exceptionally good at that is 90s, you can always apply for SJSOM. And FMS again, college, the Red Bricks College, that's there in Delhi. So FMS also can be targeted by the students who have not very good academic records in the past, but then they have scored exceptionally well in CAT. So 98 plus percentile अगर आप expect कर रहे हो आपके लिए और आप non engineer हो, then please go for applying for FMS. You have to fill a separate form for FMS, even if you have filled the CAT form. So FMS and SJSOM for those people who have scored or who are targeting a score of 98 plus percentile in their CAT 2023. Then the other bracket, the next bracket that we're going to talk about is 95 to 98 percentile. Now, in 95 to 98 percentile as well, there are certain colleges that gives much attention to your past academics, and there are a few, a handful that will not give that much of weightage to your past academics. So listen carefully over here. When I talk about good academics, exceptional academics, I'm talking about 90 plus in your 10, 12th, and graduation. So if you have exceptionally good academic record, past academic record, then do fill SPJIMR Mumbai. That is SP Jain College in Mumbai. This is one of the coveted colleges in India, and it is at par with the IIMs, and students aspire to get into SPJIMR. So if you have an exceptionally good score or past academic record, and you are expecting to get any, score above 95 percentile, so keep it at a higher bracket for SPJIMR. So 97, 98 percentile. If you are expecting to get in CAT, so you need to fill in the SPJIMR form. And then we have IIT Delhi and IIT Madras. Now, IIT Delhi and IIT Madras, again, they're going to give weightage to your score. That is the past academic score. So if you have scored 85 plus percentile in your 10, 12th and graduation, then you can apply for IIT Delhi and IIT Madras. And the non-engineers should be happy over here because IIT Delhi and IIT Madras, both these IITs, they give admission to non-engineers as well. Now, in this list, you will see IIFT and IIM Mumbai. So IIFT this year is not conducting its own examination. It is accepting the score of CAT 2023. So this is for the very first time. So this is a tentative indication for all the colleges. I can say that this is just a tentative indication that I'm trying to give you over here. So IIFT, this IFT have put it IFT in this particular bracket. Why? Because there are more than 3 lakh aspirants who have filled the application form for CAT, and out of this, if we even cut down something, so around 3 lakh students will even appear for CAT. So अगर हम वो bracket को देखते हैं तो उस सबको calculation करते हुए I thought that IFT should be in this bracket, but it can go in the above bracket as well. Okay, so that should not be a surprise for us. So IIFT, but IIFT do give heed to your past academic records. So if you're exceptionally well academics in the past, then you can apply for IIFT. Remember that filling the CAT form doesn't mean filling or applying for IIFT. IIFT, you'll have to fill a separate form and apply for the institute. Then IIM Mumbai, which was previously NITI, that was said to be the Makkah of operations for the engineers. Now, IIM Mumbai is also going to be accepting the non-engineers as well. And you should be happy listening to this that IIM Mumbai do not pay much heed to your past academic records as compared to the other institutes that I've talked about in this particular bracket. तो अगर आप IIM मुंबई को टारगेट कर रहे हैं, अगेन यहाँ पर सिर्फ एक लौता IIM की जो है हम बात कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज कैट का फॉर्म फिल करने का मतलब ये नहीं था that you have applied for IIM Mumbai as well. So IIM Mumbai has clearly stated that it will require you to fill a separate form. So that is the reason this IIM is here in this particular video. It's here in the list. So IIM Mumbai, if you have average, above average scores in your 10th, 12th and graduation, you can apply for IIM Mumbai. Then MDI and IISc. So MDI, which is in Gurgaon, and IISc, which is in Bangalore. These two institutes, again, if you have average academic records in the past, you can always apply for these particular institutes. अच्छा, here we are not talking about the dates या किसकी फॉर्म ओपन है या कौन सा फॉर्म जो है कौन सी डेट पे कौन सा फॉर्म जो है वो बंद हो जाएगा. For this, you will have to keep following our channel because we'll keep posting the updates regarding the form opening and closing of all these institutes. Moving ahead, we have 90 to 95 percentile वाला bracket. अगेन अब इसके अंदर देर आर सम कॉलेजेस जो आपके एकेडमिक्स को बहुत वेटेज देंगे, कुछ जो है वो आपके एकेडमिक्स को वेटेज इतना नहीं देंगे. तो आपके पास एवरेज अब एवरेज परसेंटेज है आपके 10th 12th ग्रेजुएशन में, तो आप जो है उन कॉलेजेस को अप्लाई कर सकते हो. So the very first one is VJSOM. So this is IIT Kharagpur that I'm talking about. And then we have IIT Kanpur, IIT Roorkee. Now, out of these three IITs, it is IIT Kharagpur and IIT Kharagpur that gives admission to non-engineers as well. अच्छा, यहाँ पर आपका अगर above average वाला percentage है, academic record है आपका, तो आप इन IITs में apply कर सकते हो. DFS है, DSE है, School of Economics जो दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी का है. तो ये दोनों जो इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, ये अगेन जिस तरह IFMS मैंने आपको बताया था 98 प्लस परसेंटाइल हाई ROI वाला इंस्टीट्यूट है, वैसे these two departments of the Delhi University, they carry a high ROI with them, and these pay heed to your academic records. तो अगर आपका academic record 85 प्लस परसेंटाइल वाला है तो आप जरूर इनके लिए अप्लाई करिएगा and expect a call from these institutes. Then IMT Ghaziabad, IMI Delhi और XIMB. XIMB बोल लो या XUB बोल लो, that is Xavier University Bhubaneswar. So one in the same thing. So ये तीनों institutes जो हैं ये above average या average आपका academic past academic record रहा है, तो भी आप इनको target कर सकते हो और इनके लिए आप apply कर सकते हो. But you will have to see that you score between 90 to 95 percentile in your CAT. तो इसको आप थोड़ा इधर 90 to 95 बोल रही हूँ मैं, तो 90 प्लस 90.9 परसेंटाइल या फिर 91 92 परसेंटाइल पे आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो. यू कैन अप्लाई एंड यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट अ कॉल एज वेल, टेकिंग द अदर क्राइटेरियाज आल्सो इनटू कंसिडरेशन. So ये जो institutes हैं इसमें से IMT Ghaziabad, IMI Delhi, XIMB, they with an average score as well in your past academics, you can apply for these institutes. Then the other bracket is for 85 to 90 percentile. अब इस bracket में अगर हम आते हैं तो यहाँ पर आपको आपके academics की चिंता करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Academics की चिंता करने की ज़रूरत क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि आपने average above average score करा है, exceptionally good scores नहीं चाहिए, 90 plus percentage नहीं चाहिए. अगर है तो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है, और अगर नहीं है तो फिक्र की बात नहीं है. You can apply for these institutes if you have scored 85 to 90 percentile. or if you're expecting to score a 85 to 90 percentile in your CAT examination. So the very first institute is MICA. MICA is the Mudra Institute of Communication in Ahmedabad, and though it accepts the scores of CAT, but then you will have to write their own examination, that is MyCAT. तो MyCAT जो है 2 बार ये लोग कंडक्ट कराते हैं, एक बारी कहीं दिसंबर में एंड समवेयर इन फरवरी और द एंड ऑफ जनवरी जो है ये कंडक्ट कराते हैं. तो आपको कैट लिखने के साथ साथ यू विल हैव टू राइट डाउन माई कैट. तो आप माइका अप्लाई कर सकते हो, माइका टारगेट कर सकते हो इफ यू फील दैट यू विल बी स्कोरिंग समवेयर बिटवीन 85 to 90 percentile in your CAT examination. Then we have GIM, that is Goa Institute of Management, GLIM, that is Great Lakes, that's in Chennai. Then we have IRMA, TAPMI, KG Somaya, BIM Trichy, 4 LBSIM. These institute, all these institutes you can apply if you have an average academic records with you. रिकॉर्ड विथ यू. सो 85 to 90 परसेंटाइल अगर स्कोर कर रहे हो, आपको लगता है कि आप कर सकते हो, तो इन कॉलेजेस को आप जरूर अप्लाई करो. ठीक है. द लास्ट ब्रैकेट दैट वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट टुडे इज 80 to 85 परसेंटाइल वाला. अगेन यहाँ पर एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड्स को आपको ध्यान में रखने की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज इफ यू आर एन एवरेज स्टूडेंट, इफ यू हैव बीन एन एवरेज स्टूडेंट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू योर past academic records, you can apply for these institutes. And 80 to 85 percentile के ब्रैकेट में ये जो सारे इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं जो यहाँ लिखे हैं, IFMR चेन्नई है, निर्मा है, लीबा है, वेलिंकर है, बिमटेक है, NITs हैं, FMS BHU है, NIBM है, XIME है मैंगलोर. तो आप इन इंस्टीट्यूट्स को इंडिविजुअली इनकी वेबसाइट्स पर जाकर जो है वो आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो. तो 80 to 85 परसेंटाइल के बीच में, अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग दिस थिंग दैट यू नीड नॉट टेक केयर ऑफ योर पास्ट एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड्स. एवरेज पास एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड्स भी रहा है आपका 75 प्लस परसेंटेज, आपने स्कोर करा है 10 12 और ग्रेजुएशन के अंदर, तो यू कैन ऑलवेज अप्लाई फॉर दीज इंस्टीट्यूट्स. Fine. And as I said, this is not an exhaustive list. These are certain hand-picked institutes that are there that we are talking about, a few B schools that we have talked about in this particular video. For more, you can keep watching our channel, that is Supergrads Cat, Supergrads by Top Rankers. And if you have any questions, you want to get back to us, you can always get back to us. So with the help of the credentials that are mentioned here on the slide, and I'll keep seeing you, and bye for now. Bye-bye.